What is up, guys? If you have any trouble with energy, skin issues, hormone imbalances, an inability to lose weight no matter what you do, feeling tired all the dang time, it's time to look at the gut health. How are you guys doing? I wanted to pop in today because I've been getting a lot of questions recently about the gut and what gut issues can really look like. So last night, some of you may have joined me. I had a free training where both myself and Bridget hosted a training all about gut health and testing and how testing can be such a crucial piece to your healing journey and get you feeling better a lot faster. So if you guys missed that training, I'm going to post the link. We put it on YouTube so that everybody can watch it, but it was on Zoom last night and it was such a powerful training. So I'll be sure to share that with you guys. But I wanted to come in here and talk about some of the topics that we discussed, some of the biggest takeaways from last night's training. So it was a big group. We had so much fun. The energy in the Zoom room was so insane. If you were there, you know, it was very, very powerful. One of the activities that we had all of the women do was write down what would be some of the things that you would be doing if you no longer had gut issues. What are some of the things that you would be doing? How would you be showing up differently? And how would you be viewing yourself, right? Because if you struggle with gut issues, you know that it could take a serious toll, both physically and mentally. One of the women shared that when she fixes her gut issues, she's going to feel less anxious. Who can relate to that, right? I mean, if you've struggled with gut issues for a long time, you know that the anxiety around having gut issues is real. I totally can relate. I know that feeling when I was struggling with gut issues. I would always be so anxious because I didn't know when my symptoms would flare up, right? I didn't know if I was going to be out in a social situation or hanging out with my friends or on a date night with my boyfriend and if my gut was going to have other plans and send me running to the restroom. That can cause a lot of internal anxiety, and I'm sure many of you guys can also relate to that. So what she shared is that when she fixes her gut issues, she will have less anxiety. And what I asked her was, and what would that give you? What would having less anxiety give you in your life? And she said, well, I'd be able to show up as a better mom for my family. Oof, that is deep, right? Those are the sort of things that when we really get down to the root of it, why do you want to fix your gut issues? To be a better mom for your family, to show up as your best self, to feel confident, to wear the clothes you want to wear, to take that job promotion because you feel better in your body. I work with a lot of women entrepreneurs who are hustling, building their empires. You best believe they got to feel good to have the energy to do this and to show up as their best self. And if you can relate to any of these and you're like, yeah, I feel tired all the time. I lack motivation to exercise. I lack confidence in myself. These are gut issues, right? If we're lacking energy, if we feel like we're crawling to the finish line of every single day, this is an internal issue that we have to turn to the gut first and foremost, because the gut is the center of all health. They don't call it the center of all health, the second brain, for nothing. It is so, so powerful. And when it comes to energy production, you could be having the most textbook diet, right? You could be eating the most perfect foods, so nutritious, getting all the nutrients that you need via your nutrition. But if you have gut issues, you will not be absorbing all of those wonderful nutrients that are needed for your body to produce energy. Producing energy is a big job on the body, and it needs a crap ton of nutrients in order to do it effectively. And if you aren't getting all of those absorbed from your diet because you have some sort of gut issues going on or any sort of gut imbalances will throw this off, of course you're feeling so tired. Of course you are lacking motivation to go to the gym. Of course you feel like you're crawling to the end of every finish line. Let's talk about sleep. Our gut regulates our sleep. I'm sure many of you guys have heard of the hormone melatonin. It's known as our sleep hormone, right? So some of our body's melatonin is produced in our gut. So if our gut's out of whack, our sleep's going to be out of whack. Our gut is in charge of regulating our hormones, things like even our hunger hormones, which can be a big reason why sometimes people feel like they could be doing everything right, yet they can't lose any weight. Well, if your appetite is off, if your hunger and fullness hormones are off, of course your metabolism is going to be off. Your gut also regulates your metabolism. Your gut is in charge of your mental health. I'm sure many of you have heard of the gut-brain connection, right? It is so, so powerful. Your gut affects your mental health. Your mental health is going to affect your gut health. So we have to be sure that if you're struggling with symptoms like anxiety, depression, we have to take a look at the gut and address what's going on in there. The gut is so, so powerful. So maybe you do struggle with those more obvious digestive symptoms like bloating or bathroom issues or constipation or always needing to rush to the bathroom or having acid reflux or feeling like food sits like a rock in your stomach or being embarrassingly gassy. Of course, those are all gut issues for sure. You definitely have gut issues going on that we need to address. But sometimes what people don't realize is gut issues can also look like skin issues. Like if you've had stubborn acne for a long time that you cannot seem to get rid of, that's an inside job. You have to look at the gut to see what's causing those skin issues. If you have hormonal imbalances, if you have issues with your energy, if you have sleep problems, if you have ADHD, if you have autoimmune conditions, if you have anxiety and depression, these are all things that we have to take a look at the gut for. And so this is why I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about this today, is because we have to do the testing to figure out what's causing all these things in the first place, right? I talk about testing a lot here, so I know you guys are familiar with it. It truly is the best way to figure out what's going on in your gut. To do a poop test, let's see, okay, what kind of bacteria is growing in there? What kind of infections do you have? We can even see how well you're digesting your food. We get so much incredible information on these stool tests that we can pinpoint the root cause to your symptoms, whatever those symptoms may be. Any of those huge handful of symptoms I was just talking about, we can get insight and clarity via the stool test. Now, we only offer the stool test through working with us in two ways. There's only two ways to get the stool testing with us, either in the Gut Fix, which is our group program, or working with me as a private client. Some people are not ready to dive in deep with one-on-one coaching. Maybe they aren't in the right place, to financially invest in one-on-one coaching or energetically invest or invest their time. And so what they want is they just want the stool testing. They want to kind of dip their toes in and get started somewhere. If this is you, the Gut Fix program is for you. And we only open the doors every once in a while, but we've had so many people asking for the stool testing, saying, hey, I really want to get this testing done. How can I do it? That we opened up the Gut Fix doors for only a few days, and then we got to shut them again. So if you want testing, this is the time to get it. So only until Thursday, we're going to keep these doors open. This is how you get the stool testing and how you get those results of feeling confident, less anxious, wearing your favorite clothes again, feeling safe in your health. That's such a stressful point for so many people, is just not feeling safe with their health, not knowing what direction their health is heading in, but something is off in your body. These are the sort of things that you get with the Gut Fix. Now, what are some of the tools that we use at the Gut Fix to get you to that place? We use the stool testing. We use personalized healing plans. We use ongoing coaching sessions. So you get on ongoing coaching sessions with me so we can adjust things. We can work on your nutrition. I do a lot of nutrition audits so that we can perfect your nutrition. I help you grocery shop so that you can actually understand what sort of foods to be looking for in the grocery store to support your mind, your body, your gut, and the health of your whole family, right? These are truly tools that you get to share. It's that ripple effect. You get to share these tools with your family and your friends, and then you get to take them with you for a lifetime. So this is what you get inside of the Gut Fix. The doors are open for only a few days, and if you sign up by 11:59 p.m. tonight, you'll save $300. So there is a special discount for today only, but tomorrow morning the price jumps back up. So it's $300 off right now. We have discounts on our pay in full, also discounts on the payment plans. So if you're ready to get the testing, now's the time. If you guys have any questions at all, you can always send me a private message or write me in this group. I truly am here to support you guys and get you feeling better. So I hope you guys are having such an amazing Tuesday. If you have any questions at all, I'm here to talk about them. Bye, guys.